You're going to start off with the Ben Nye Matte Spirit Gum, and then using the applicator you're just going to want to smile and then draw 2 diagonal lines going up towards your ears from the corner of your mouth upwards. And then you're going to take the back of your knuckle and you're just going to dab the spirit gum to make it tacky. And then you're just going to take a cotton square and split it in half. And then using the fibrous side, you're just going to pat that on top of the spirit gum. And this is just going to get all the fibers stuck to the spirit gum. And this is just going to create a base for our scar wax to stick to. And you're just going to want to pick off all the loose fibers before you actually apply the nose and scar wax. And what you're going to do is you're just going to roll it into a tube shape as the length of the fibers on your face, and then you're just gonna push it down, and then using a spatula with moisturizer on it, you're gonna start by pushing and blending it into your skin to create a seamless edge. And then you're just going to take some moisturizer on your finger and you're just going to use that to smooth over the surface of the scar wax, and also taking off any extra or unwanted scar wax on the face. And then taking your spatula with more moisturizer in it, you're going to start by cutting upwards in the scar wax, and this is going to be the laceration on the side of the face. And then you're just going to want to rock the spatula backwards and forwards in between this cut that you've made to open up the flaps further and make it look more realistic. And you're going to want to do this to both sides, and it's going to look like this once it's done. And then you're going to take a liquid latex, I'm using one by Ben Nye, and then just using a Q-tip, I'm using it to apply the liquid latex to the outer edges of the scar wax. This is just going to prevent the scar wax from falling off the skin, going to help the scar wax blend seamlessly into the skin and create less of an edge. And you're just going to want to also not only do it on the scar wax but on the skin about a centimeter around the scar wax as well. And then once it's dry, I'm taking the Ben Nye Master Bruise Wheel and I'm going to be using this dark red color and this light red color, and then just using a stippling sponge and 99% alcohol, I'm just going to spray a bit of the alcohol onto my palette and then dab the stippling sponge onto that, and then using the darker red color first in a scratching motion, I'm just going to pull that across the scar wax. This is going to create texture within the scar wax with the stippling in the sponge, and it's also going to create more of a realistic raw look to the makeup. And then I'm going over that with the lighter red, and then I'm also stippling some on my bottom lip. And then I'm going to take the Silk Pro Detail Liner brush, and then just using that dark red again, I'm just going to go through the inside of the laceration, and this is just going to create depth to our cut and make it look more realistic. And then you're going to want to take that lighter red with the same brush and just use that on the insides of the flaps. This is where the fresher and more rawer blood is going to be shown through. And it should look like this once you're finished. And then I'm going to take the Fresh Skaboom Blood by Ben Nye, which is a very gelatinous and thick, dense fake blood. And then just using the spatula, I'm going to dab that in right in the center of the wound, which is going to show the effect of clotting. And as you can see, it just really sits on the skin. It doesn't blend in, which creates a perfect realistic look. And then I'm just taking this theatre blood, which is a very runny consistency, and I'm just going to pack that all inside the wounds. And this is just going to be for the fresh blood effect. And I'm also putting some on both my lips, on my chin, and just dabbing it around the actual wound itself. This is just going to create more of a realistic effect. And then I'm just going to take a spray bottle just filled with water, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray that inside my wounds. And what the water is going to do, it's going to activate the theatre blood and cause it to naturally run down the face as it would if you had actually cut yourself. And once you've done that, you're finished.